What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Today we got the Volvo v50 and we're gonna replace this control arm. And if you got a Volvo, it's a good idea to pay attention. It might not be exact same, but similar. So this is the control arm we got. There you go. That's what it looks like. And we're gonna replace this guy, and you're gonna see everything step by step. So let's get this job going. So here's our control arm. I did put some lube here, and there's two bolts up here, the nuts. Put some lube on those little guys down there. Hard to see, but they're in there. They're in there. So these are 15 millimeter. You got an 18 millimeter. It's gonna have a little bit of difficulty here. We might have to take off the bolts here, but let's see how this works out. And we might be able to move these. Yeah, we might be able to move this around. This is 22. I have everything set and ready to go. So we're gonna start off by taking this guy apart. This is 18 millimeter. Okay, let's have this on off. There you go. It does have a thread lock, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult. We did put thread lock on this guy, but we should have enough room. And then we'll put a gear wrench if we need to, because we do not want to force these lines here. So let me go get a gear wrench. So once it's loose, you should be able to do that with the gear wrench. The bolt is pretty long, so I don't know how it's going to react on this end. But let's see how far we can get it out. I think we should be able to come out if I don't want to force nothing. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the two 13 millimeter, whatever they are, off up here. This seems like power steering line, so we don't want to break them. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to take out the tool that holds this line up with the bracket. Okay, so there's two bolts that's holding this guy up, and they're 13 millimeters. And they're super tight. Super duper tight. That's one. Maybe if I could loosen the second one, I should be able to twist the whole thing around a bit. Oh yeah. Look at that. But that does not give me the clearance that I need and I want. I'm gonna just take out the whole thing. Okay, it's pretty loose. It's pretty loose, but not out. Needs to go further. Another 13 millimeter, and look at that. Do I need more space? I don't think so. Shouldn't be needing no more. Okay, it's coming. And there we have it. Okay, so that's out. We're gonna turn a little bit this way, come across here, and let's get 22 millimeter. That's what I need there. A 22 millimeter, which I put over here. Wrong way. There you go. I put that lubrication about an hour ago, so I just let it sit there and it seeps in. Penetrating oil, that's what it is. There we have it. I'm gonna leave that bolt in there so it doesn't fall to the ground. So the next step is a hammer and a fork. What I like to do is put the fork in here. This is a fork. Sorry about that, fella. So make sure you use safety glasses. Another try. Sometimes it's a better idea to not to take out the bolt all the way, this one right here. That way it holds it for you. But it's all good. And there you go. So we have that out. And I'm still gonna leave the bolt in there. We're gonna go underneath the vehicle now. So right down here we got two 15 millimeter bolts. So we don't need to hold it on the top because it's part of it. It's welded to the upper end of the control arm. Ooh, corroded, baby. Bada bing, bada boom. We should be able to drop this guy down. Let's move the stuff out of the way. Okay, we're gonna put our camera back here. Same spot. There you go. Let's take off this bolt, the nut completely. There you go. Falls out, and the control arm falls in my hand. Completely done. Okay, look at the inside of this. It's completely done in here. That's why I was moving so much. Check out my video how I showed what was wrong with this control arm. Anyways, we're gonna get the new one. Okay, so we're gonna put this guy back in. What we need to do is, what I like to do is, let's take off this bolt here, the nut. There's a smaller plastic piece goes out. We'll stick this side in first, because later on you're not gonna be able to do none of that. And then the ball joint. Once you have your joint in place, this joint is gonna help you hold everything in its place. Sometimes the shield will go touch the rotor, so you gotta be careful to fold it right back once this joint is all back in its place. So we got this guy, we got that guy. It's a very simple job here, guys. Super duper duper simple. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna have to pay attention to the line here, pay attention to everything here, and we're gonna have to get that one bolt in there somehow, some way. So if you have an extra hand of help, have them push while you lift and put the bolt in. There you go. It isn't that difficult. Okay, let's tap on this guy softly. Because it is going to stop there. You still need to move this control arm around before you think it's back on its spot. So a hammer might help you, it might not help you, but wiggle it around until you get it to where you want it at. Sometimes turning will help. But if it's not sitting flush, it's not going in. Sometimes the back end will come out. Sometimes you have to hit it down here. The camera is just on my way. Okay, so I'm gonna get this thing in. Don't worry about that. But meanwhile, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our 22 and tighten this guy. Oh, I'm sorry guys, but I'm over here at the moment tightening the 22 millimeter here. Okay, so it's spinning in between, so we're gonna have to double check that. We got 2 wrenches just hanging like chicken here. There you go. Keep going in. No more, stopped. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get the other 2 bolts in next. That's the 2 bolts in the bottom here. So use a socket just like that. And try to catch threads on these 2 babies. Okay, so I'm gonna get these in and then I'm gonna come back because I need my camera out of the way. Okay, got this guy in. So I'm going to tighten this to the best of my ability, but these are the 2 bolts up here that I took out for these lines. I'm going to put those back in too. So we're going to tighten this really good. Make sure you get these bolts in too before you lock this up, so because sometimes it needs to move around. But I got this guy in. Let's take off my wrench. And these 2, bada bing, bada boom. It. We're done there. So this one is spinning, so what you want to do is you want to put your hand on here and then try to turn it, because it will spin with it. Anyways, put the 2 bolts in, this in, put the tire on, make sure everything, double check everything, and you're all done. Thank you for watching guys. See you guys in the next one.